Good morning! I'm here at the Jones Pass Trailhead, located across the street from the Henderson mine. And this is in the Arapaho National Forest. And today, I'm going to go for Vasquez Peak. Shouldn't be too difficult of a hike. I think I'm looking at somewhere around 3.5 to 4 miles out. I'm not really sure. I didn't even check the stats before I tried this. I was up here in the parking lot texting Jamie and Rudy like, how do I do this? Do I start here? Official start time, 7:45. That road leads up to Jones Pass, and that's where I camped last night. Beautiful spot. And I believe I was looking up at Vasquez Peak. Well, hello. This trail just starts going straight up. Lots of down trees you have to go around too. I mean, it's like you start off wondering if this is even the trail because it's so bad. After spending like 15-20 minutes fiddle farting around going in the wrong direction, I have finally relocated the main trail, and I missed this from the very start. Yep. And look at this beautiful day. Yes. Yeah, this is a really nice trail. I was starting to worry there at the beginning when I was off of it. I'm like, oh my goodness, is it gonna be like 2.5 miles of this? I've been hiking for about 50 minutes and I'm really close to connecting with the Colorado Trail. And then when I meet up with that trail, I'm gonna take a left. All right, I have made it up here to the trail junction. This is at just under 11,300. I'm gonna take the left and go uphill some more. I believe I am now officially on the Colorado Trail. Yay! I just took a quick 3-minute break, readjusted some gear, and sent some texts out because I've got signal. All right, this thing's starting to flatten out a tiny bit. I've been coming up that first part like gangbusters. Yeah, I'm liking this part of the trail. This is fantastic. I'm actually going downhill right now, so I need to enjoy this now. I'm hitting this little switchback up here. And according to my GPS, this is just above 11,600. So a little less than 1,300 vertical feet to the top. Beautiful hike so far. And I am so thankful for this wonderful day. And once I pop around the corner right up here, I should be able to see Vasquez Peak. What an incredible day. It is so nice out here. I'm not kidding. Every time I put this camera away, I end up getting it back out 3 seconds later, because this is just incredibly scenic up here. I'm making my way through this rock slide section. I've been hiking for about 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I'm at an elevation of about 11,800. And I'm looking at maybe about a half a mile more on this trail, and then that's where I'm gonna split off and start plowing my way to the top. I'm sitting here like, where'd the trail go? But I think I see it. Kind of curves around. And there it is, Vasquez Peak. I just took a quick 5-minute break. Got a drink of my noon powered water. It's got caffeine in it. I love that stuff, tastes so good. But I am gonna push on and start heading up to the summit. And I'm gonna start cutting up the slope right past the trees, just before the rocks right there. And I believe I'll be looking at right around 900 vertical feet from that point up. And I'm hoping I can be up on the summit in about 1.5 hours from now, maybe less. And I believe I can see where I camped last night. It was like right down there. That was a great spot. And this is looking good right here. It was just after these trees and before these rocks is where I was wanting to split off. And I'm gonna take it right up here. That's looking down at the trail that I have come up from. And I got up here pretty quick. I'd say I'm about 40% up the slope here. Whew. I'm looking at another 600 vertical feet in about 3/10 of a mile. And this is looking up at what I've got left. I'm at just over 12,400, so I'm looking at about 400 more. I'm getting real close. I'm aiming for these cairns up here. There are 2 of them. I'm thinking I've got around 200 more vertical feet. Home stretch. Looking at about 500 feet out and 100 feet up, and I'll be on the summit. Starting to get a little windy up here. And there it is. Looks like I'm gonna have to deal with a few more rocks. All right, and we're up here. This is the summit of Vasquez Peak. It is 10:45 on the nose, which means it took 3 hours exactly to get up here. Beautiful summit. Wow. Got a nice clear day. Yeah, this is really good. That's looking over to Colorado Mines Peak. I think Eva, Flora, Perry, Bancroft, and James Peak. And looking up here to the northeast is pretty epic. I can see like all of the Indian Peaks wilderness. I can see Mount Meeker, Long's Peak, all the way over to Mount Ida. I really don't know what any of these are. Oh wait, actually that's gonna be Byers Peak right out there in front of me. Yeah, that's gotta be Byers. Then that's gonna be Bottle Peak and Ptarmigan Peak off to the right. And then out there in the distance are all your 14ers. Those are some massive peaks. You can see that road leading up to what I believe is Jones Pass. And that thing is pretty crazy looking. I mean, that goes up probably to well over 12,000 feet. I think this is Gray's and Torrey's. And I know for sure that that is Bierstadt with the Sawtooth. Well, guys, it's 11:30. I've been sitting up here for 45 minutes, but it's starting to get a little windy, and the sooner I leave down, the less aggravating that drive through Denver is going to be. So it is time to go. It's time to head on back. All right, let's do it. Instead of going down the slope off to my right, I'm instead going to drop it down to the saddle right here and then take it down. We're going to try that out. Yeah, let's take it on down this way and see what happens. And look at these chunks of snow over here. Just kidding. Those are rocks, which is equally just as nuts. Yeah, what is going on right here? That's looking back up at what I've just come down. And this way is definitely not as steep as the way I came up. However, the way I came up was more direct, and I think this has more rocks over here. Yeah, I don't know if this way is any better than how I came up. I mean, this seems just as steep in spots. And it looks like I'm about ready to hit the worst part too. I don't know, but this way sure does seem a lot longer. It's like, where is the trail at? I feel like I've been coming down this thing forever. Yeah, there's definitely more twists and turns and curves. The way I went up was like a straight shot, boom. I have made it back down to the trail. It is just now 10 after 12. So that took 40 minutes to come down via that saddle. And that's looking back up at the way I've just come down via that saddle route. And I don't know, that gets kind of discombobulated and you have to deal with a lot more rocks. I am home free now. I'm back on the trail and this thing is pretty nice. What a beautiful hike. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's a solid hike. It's moderate to hard, but it's nothing too crazy. And here's a cheap plug for my Patreon. If you want to see the rooftop tent glamping video for the Mount Neva hike and today, it has been posted on my Patreon. All right, I am joining with this final section. So I'm looking at maybe a little over 1.5 miles back down to the trailhead. Let's see if I can stay on it this time. And I am glad that I am almost done with this because I am out of water. One minor negative thing about this hike is that you're going to hear the mine for the first part of the hike. It is just now 1:30 and I am back Jones Pass Trailhead, and that took exactly 2 hours to come down. Took me 3 hours to get up, 2 hours to come down, and no wonder that I missed the trail coming up is because I didn't start over here. I saw this and I was like, that can't be the official start. It's got to be up where that big sign is. But nope, this is it. And for those of you that are wanting to hike this mountain, start way down here where this sign is. Do not start way up there where the Jones Pass Trailhead sign is and where one would think you would start the hike from. I am so glad to be back. I'm gonna eat some food and do this drive. GPS was showing that at 8.2 miles total, which really isn't too bad. But what a great hike. And what a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, y'all, peace.